G'day, hello, konnichiwa, yokoso. I'm Luke from Overland Campers, Japan, and in this video we're going to do a demonstration of how to set up and pack down and also talk about some of the features of our Tasman Blue LandRover Defender. Join me as we go and take a look. Getting into it, we're going to start from the trunk. First, open the trunk as far as it will go. The first thing you'll see is a kitchen unit, and on top of the kitchen unit is an area for your luggage. It's 80 centimeters deep, 70 centimeters wide, and 30 centimeters high. It's enough room for 2 medium-sized luggages. If there's only 2 of you, I highly recommend putting your luggage in the second row seats. There's a lot more room that way. Looking at the kitchen system, first is the pull-out kitchen system. Just push these 2 blue buttons once and the whole system will pull out, and there's also an extra workspace here. You can put some items on here, but you cannot sit on here and you cannot stand on here. There's a typical Asian cooker with gas ready to go. You'll find your oil, salt and pepper and all sorts of different food condiments here. Next to here, you'll find your cooking utensils and eating utensils. To put it back, very simple. Push it in, push the 2 buttons, and in it goes. Next, we have this drawer here. Pulling out this drawer, you're going to find your pots, your pans, your saucers, your bowls, your cups, and your plates. You'll also find a coffee system inside here, and also a spare gas cassette for the cooker. Next, under here, you'll find there is a camping table and 2 chairs. Just be sure to pull out the camping table and pull out the 2 chairs, not to let them drop onto the bottom of the car. Next to here, there's 1 extra camping table, and there's also a stool here, which is really helpful if you can't reach something or to put some items on top of. Next, we have a slide-out fridge. Very simply, pull it out, undo the latch, and it opens up like such. Most likely when you check in, the fridge and the power will be turned on. However, in the case if you need to turn it on yourself, very simply, there's a button here you push that on, and the fridge will come on. That also provides power to the roof tent and the other parts of the kitchen. Next, in the corner, you'll find a bag which has all your camp lights and a Bluetooth speaker inside. You can charge all of these devices very simply from the portable battery. On this model, there's also an extra outdoor light, which behind the rear camera, there is a simple button and you turn it on and it will turn on your outdoor lamp. Just remember to turn it off before you drive again. Next, we have our ladder. It's a telescopic ladder, and that's our best friend for opening and closing the tent and also getting in and out of the tent. Let's keep moving. Here we have the fire pit. There's some gloves, the fire pit, and also some things to help you light the fire inside. For gasoline, the Defender takes premium, or what they call high oku in Japan. To open the gas tank, you simply push and it opens. 99% of the gas stations in Japan, someone will come and help you. Please simply point to this and make sure they fill the right one. If you're confused, ask someone to help you. It's premium gasoline. There are 3 types in Japan: premium, high oku, or diesel or regular. We don't want diesel and we don't want regular. Just remember, premium gasoline. So the Land Rover is a keyless vehicle. But on the keys, you will see an old style key. That opens this side box here. Very simply, open it up like such. Inside here, you'll find all your cleaning tools, lots of things for cleaning. Please maintain all the equipment that you use as you go. Also inside here, you'll find some tools for lighting a fire, like an axe and other helpful tools. To close, very simple, just push it down and close until you hear click, click. Moving around to the front, you'll find that there's some drinking water and driving snacks for you to enjoy. As I mentioned, it's a keyless vehicle, but you just need to put this somewhere safe near the steering wheel. It's a simple automatic. Push the button up for reverse, down for drive. There's no handbrake on the Defender. Simply push the P button to park the car. The navigation system's in English. You can connect to it using Bluetooth. I highly recommend simply getting your phone, connecting it here and running Google Maps to your phone, or just use Google Maps on your phone. So ETC is pre-installed inside the vehicle. That's the electronic toll charging system here in Japan. So when you're on the highway or the freeway, you'll see a huge sign in English, ETC. And that's where you go. Slow down and go through the boom gate. And then when you come back, within 2 days of returning, the computer will tell us where you went and the charges for your trip. We simply send that to you by email and ask that you pay us back by credit card. Next, let's move on to the roof tent. Moving around to the back, this is how we're going to open and close the roof tent. Now, the most important thing you'll need is inside this bag. It's a telescopic ladder. Please take it out of the bag. Don't lose the bag. Putting it here. For opening and closing, we always use the ladder at the back of the roof tent. So watch carefully. First step is you want to open the first part of the ladder until you hear click. Nice and secure. Then you simply lift it up and you can put it into the latches here, coming down. At this stage, if not already, you want to make sure that you have a big, clear space above the roof tent. No obstacles, no power lines, no trees, nothing. Nice big open space. Then very simply, we go up the ladder. 1 latch, 2 latch. Simply unhinge and push open. And it will take off. You may forget, but there is a bungee cord. Grab the bungee cord and put the bungee cord on the corner of the canvas and the roof tent. For some rentals, when you open the tent, you'll find that there's a rain fly. Now, to open the rain fly, underneath the futon, you will find 2 large poles. You need to take the poles carefully outside of the car, like such. And you will find that there is an eyelet. You need to attach it to the eyelet, lifting up the pole, and there's a hole here for it to go into. Nice and tight. Getting the second one, be careful not to smash the car, lifting it up, putting it through the eyelet and into the hole. All the way in. So on this option, as you can see, we have a huge rain fly. Now, it's a little tricky to put in, it's also a little tricky to take out, and it makes it a little tricky to close the tent, but let me show you how. To take off the rain fly, very simply, the same process in reverse. The key thing is to make sure that you don't rip it out and smash into the car. I simply like to put pressure on and pull it out like such. Step 1. And remember, they go under the futon. 1, and the second one, 2, like such. And they simply go up inside, either on top of the mattress or under the futon. You can simply rest them on top of the bedding or put them under the futon. Now, for closing the roof tent with the rain fly, it's basically the same process. We have our bungee cord that we will simply lift up. And to take in the whole rain fly. Remember, if it's been raining, to close your windows 90%. So that's how we open the roof tent. Next, we want to use the roof tent. So we'll take the ladder off and move it to a different position. We'll move the ladder to over here. Attaching the ladder here and extending until you hear click. Make sure that you have a nice pyramid design, not too close to the door. And also, when the ladder's here, you can't open this door. Next, we want to go up. Please don't use the water tank or the side storage unit as something to climb on. Please also don't put your shoes on there, it scratches everything up. Then we're able to go into the roof tent. So the bed size of the roof tent is 135 centimeters wide and 215 centimeters long. It's great for 2 adults or possibly 2 adults and a child. When you open the roof tent, the bedding will all be inside. But when you're sleeping, I highly recommend that you put the pillows in the front of the roof tent. It gives you the greatest sense of view and space. You'll also see 3 large windows with zips, and there's 2 layers of canvas for extra insulation. There's a light on the roof, and there's also access to power in the corners. These will also control the electric blanket in the winter months. When it comes to closing, the most important thing is to make the bedding as flat as possible and bring the pillows from the front to the back. If the pillows are in the front, it's very, very difficult to close. So let's go through a simple close. The bedding's nice and flat, pillows back to the rear, and then we go outside of the roof tent again. For closing, we need to bring the ladder back to the rear of the tent. Just be careful as you bring in the ladder that you don't hit the car. Taking it off, and we'll take it around to the rear of the tent. So we put it in, hook it into the latches, extend it. You want a nice triangle shape, not too close to the car and not too far away from the car. Then we simply go back up. We want to return the bungee cord to the center of the body, to here. Then you'll find the pull down rope. Put the pull down rope behind the bungee cord and simply pull down. Once I've got to here, I want to stop and do a karate chop to make sure absolutely everything is inside. If you're struggling to get everything inside, please grab the stool, go around to the side of the car and push things in manually by hand. Checking our sides, we want to make sure everything's in. And closing. Latch on, checking our sides, latch on and down and down. You cannot stand or sit on top of the roof tent. Please don't go up there. Also, if you had rain overnight, make sure to close the windows at least 90% closed. It will keep the water on the outside and avoid water coming in as you close the roof tent. Taking off the ladder, very simple. Start from the bottom, unhinge, come closer, you should be able to lift it out. Then simply bringing it down. Then we want to grab our ladder bag, put it back inside, and put it back on top for safe storage. Next, we're going to open and close the awning. First of all, there's 2 zips. You want to make sure the zips are 100% open all the way around. Don't stop here, don't stop here, don't stop here, all the way to the end. And then you'll be able to open the awning bag. If you can't reach it, remember in the trunk there's a stool and you'll be able to reach it. There's 2 Velcro straps, 1 and 2, and it will fold down. At the front, you'll see that there is a hook. You simply want to walk around the vehicle all the way around, all the way around, and then hooking it onto the eye bolt on the other side. And you could also tighten the tension like such. So there's our awning. It's a great place, takes you out of the sun. It also keeps you out of the rain. Now, you can't walk on top of the awning, you can't stand on the awning, and please don't light a big fire under the awning. Of course, while the roof tent is open, the ladder is on the other side of the car, and that's where you go in and out, not the back. So it can stay open. It's not going to fly away. It's great to hang some lights off some of these hooks, and you can make a really nice space. Next, to close the awning, it's basically the same process in reverse. So first we start from unhooking the awning. Taking off the hook. Simply push it around, all the way around, all the way around. Lift open the bag. Now, sometimes the Velcro straps have gone missing. You just need to find them. 1 Velcro strap, 2 Velcro strap. Remember to use the stool. Please don't climb on the car. Next, we want to fold it in. I like to do one big fold and simply roll it up as tight as possible, finding the Velcro straps, 1 Velcro strap and 2 Velcro straps. Then we should be able to close it, take the zip all the way around, and close the awning 100%. If the awning gets wet or damp, it's fine, don't worry about it. It'll dry the next day. Thanks very much for watching. That concludes our demonstration and feature video of our Land Rover 110S Tasman Blue. We hope you enjoyed it. As with all of our campers, take your time, be patient with it. It's a learning experience for you to use all the tools. We look forward to having you soon.